Hi everyone, welcome to the Key to Understanding is Nonverbal Behavior. In this episode, you're going to be learning about what body language is and the skills and techniques required in order to be able to read body language.
Hi, Em. Steve.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. So welcome to your interview.
Communication can be broken down into two categories, verbal and nonverbal communication. Verbal communication is through the use of words, while nonverbal is eye contact, tone of voice, facial expression, and finally body language. Approximately 80% of communication is nonverbal, while the other 20% is verbal. Out of the 80% of nonverbal communication, 65% is communicated through body language.
Nonverbal behavior is usually a natural action that is performed by the body. This means that an individual's true meaning can be understood through the nonverbal cues that they performed. It is also universal language seen in every culture, and it can be easily deciphered once the nonverbal cues are learned and understood. In our everyday lives, we communicate through our body language, though not many of us know how to read body language or how to use our own body language effectively. Now, you must all be wondering, what is the true meaning of nonverbal behavior?
Nonverbal behavior is the way in which an individual uses gestures, facial expressions, and their posture to communicate ideas to other people. These actions can be performed both consciously and subconsciously by the individual.
Before you can start learning about the science behind body language and also how to read nonverbal behavior, you need to know the skills and techniques required. The first is when reading body language and nonverbal behavior, you need to be very observant because some nonverbal cues can be very small and minute while others are very large gestures. Secondly, combine the nonverbal cues that you're seeing and reading along with the context and situation that that individual is in. So for example, if you see nonverbal cues that suggest that an individual is nervous, then look at the context and situation. Did they receive a phone call or a message? Is something making them nervous in the situation that they are in right now? The last tip is that when reading nonverbal behavior, make sure you don't stare at the person. This is because it can make people feel really uncomfortable and result in them changing their body language. In episode 1, you've learned about what body language is and the skills and techniques that you need to be able to read body language effectively. Thank you for watching this episode and tuning into the Key to Understanding is Nonverbal Behavior. In this episode of the Key to Understanding is Nonverbal Behavior, you're going to be learning about the science behind body language. This includes where our body language comes from, how our nonverbal behavior can